Business owners go through a lot. Entrepreneurship is super lonely, and it's not the greatest feeling in the world when you can't talk to somebody about some of these struggles and challenges that you incur. Good morning, vlog. If you've watched any of my vlogs before, you've seen me here before. This is something that I'm doing with the Chamber of Commerce, and we're really trying to build some CEO roundtables and really just trying to pull businessmen and women together, build really tight relationships, get them in groups with basically other CEOs. That way they can talk about the struggles, the challenges, and some of the things, I mean, even the successes that are happening in their business. But the point is, really, business owners go through a lot. Entrepreneurship is super lonely, and it's not the greatest feeling in the world when you can't talk to somebody about some of these struggles and challenges that you incur. So one of the things that I have found most valuable about my relationship with the Chamber of Commerce was something that came out several years ago, which was the CEO Roundtable. And I fell in love with these people. They became some of my greatest friends, and I still count on them to this very day. And it's cool to be able to just discuss some of those in-depth, granular things, kind of similar to what we did when we went on the trip earlier this year with Alex, when I went on my little mastermind trip, getting super granular, finding people that you trust to open up to. So I'm trying to help other business owners do that exact same thing. So I've kind of led this initiative along with the Chamber to establish more of these groups in Gainesville. So that's why we're here this morning. I'm going to talk to a group of people who are interested in getting into one of these roundtables, and then we'll start piecing it together from there. It's going to be a busy morning, so let's go.
Let's do it.
I'm going to now turn it over to Colin Austin. He is the mastermind head guy, super awesome guy.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's good to see some familiar faces in the room. I'm not going to go into too much background about who I am, but I was formerly the COE, the Chief of Everything at New Scooters for Less. It's a company that I started about 15 years ago, and actually 15 years ago next month, which is super exciting. And I have actually handed over those reins to a new CEO, and I've got a team of about 18 people over there, and they're still building and growing that company. But I actually started a new company just late last year that's called Repaint the Wall, and it's a digital media agency, and we focus on social media, video, and personal branding in order to build businesses and build people.
We see a lot of turnover, and so the thing that's always been kind of on my mind is should I hire an extra person just to, and hopefully figure out a way to cross-train people so that when people are sick or do call out or quit, that we can fill in the gaps. But then there's the other question of, well, if we have this extra person floating around, I don't know that I have the capital to kind of have that flexibility.
We kind of deal with this at the scooter dealership because we have a set team, but we get to August. Like right now, this month we'll be lucky if we sell 30 units. It's like a dead month. In August, 300. So think about how like our processes and our people, like we have to like staff up, but I only need to staff up for a month. You know what I mean? So looking at that, what are some of the solutions and stuff that we've done? Well, we're like, okay, what are the easiest jobs for us to outsource, if you will? And we're like, okay, well, we have a lot of customers who have bought scooters from us. They know how to ride scooters. They could probably teach other people how to ride scooters. So now that our team isn't the ones, out back showing the customer how the scooter works, we can basically facilitate the sales process and be like, hey, so and so here is customers. So we actually recruit customers during like our busy weekend and say, hey, like if you come in, like we're gonna pay you. You come in, like just teach customers how to ride their scooter, and we of course give them a little training on like how we expect it to be done. But it's been a good solution for us. And along the same lines, we actually have recruited alumni too. So we actually have a Facebook NSFRL alumni group. And when these seasonal times come around, or we get in a place where we really need some help, or we had a couple people, you know, sometimes it's poor planning on our part. We come to the end of April, we have 3 people graduate. Like, hey, now we just lost 3 people. You know, like, what are we gonna do? So if we ever have times where we need some help, like we'll call on old team members. Hey, you wanna come back? Can you help during this time? And I think, especially when you focus on building a strong culture, the answer is yes, a lot. Like, we get a lot of people who come back just to help us with the busiest weekend of the year. The weekend you'd be like, I want to stay the hell away from that place. We get a lot of people that are like, no, I'd love to come back just for that weekend.
Cool.
So that's definitely a strong idea. Well, thank you guys for coming. If there's any, I'll give you my card, and if you have any questions about anything, just reach out to me. We'll collect these from you guys, and we'll start putting these groups together, okay? Thanks, guys. Can we be on my blog? Say hi to my blog.
Hello.
This is Rachel. She's awesome.
Rachel Waka. That's right.
Well, cool.
Do you have a tag?
Do you have an Instagram handle?
No. Well, I do. I know.
I'm gonna work with her on that. Do you like the exercise and stuff? Like run?
No, not run.
Okay.
I'm not a runner.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but if I have to do, so I'm not a big runner either, but what I've found out is that when I go and I run, it clears my head.
Huh.
And it clears my head, and I start thinking very clearly, and then I become super inspired. And I'll be out there with my little earbuds, and I'll be like, this happened today, you guys are not gonna believe this. Guys, something happened today that just got my blood boiling, and I wanted to share it with you. And I just started like journaling everything that happened in the day like this, and I usually get pretty pumped up and fired up, and people, like that Instagram story last night, the one same thing that I sent you.
Yeah.
Like, I had so many people like with the little clap emoji.
All right, folks, what are we doing here?
So, I'm eating at the moment,
Yeah,
but
what are you eating?
just peanuts, man.
Sponsor alert.
It's good. Sponsor alert. Send free peanuts too. 6:33. Our core team, if you will, at Repaint is coming together this morning to really brainstorm about our brand. I actually think this is probably pretty common in agency world, but the truth is we've been so busy worried about our clients and working on building their brands that we haven't really spent any time talking about the direction and, you know, our brand. If I was going to prioritize it, everything, that's exactly the way I would prioritize it. Like, I want to put all our clients' needs first, but we are having a meeting this morning to actually just talk about our brand. No clients this morning, right? We're not talking about clients. We're talking about...
You have to not talk about clients.
Okay, we're not talking about clients. We are making a
I believe in you. You can do
decision
this.
right now to not talk about clients.
For 1 hour. Just 1
For
hour.
1 hour. We are talking about Repaint's brand
Just repaint.
and everything that we're doing. Is it just Repaint? It's not even me. It's
Yeah,
just Repaint.
just
Just Repaint.
I mean, your brand, I think, is going to come into it just because of the whole hub spoke thing.
Okay, so now we're talking about Repaint and...
No.
You just changed the meaning.
We're not talking about yours. It just will come up, is all I was saying. But I
Rock
gotta
and
put tea
roll.
in my sugar water because it's just sugar water right now.
Let's do it. So, perfect client is a client who has money and is ready to invest into their future, media, marketing, personal branding. Let's do this, right? So they're here, but they want to get to here, so they have that drive. They're driven to grow. I'm not interested in the companies that have no drive. I'm not interested like, oh, I just want to keep enough customers coming in so I can pay my bills. No. You want to go from here to here. You're the perfect client for us. Okay, but the clients we need to be like helping are the little guy. We want them to be here, but we need to give everything to these people.
That's what I was saying to you.
Right? So it's like, so here, free shit. Keep like here's content, videos, this is what you should be doing, this is how you should be growing your company, this is how you grow culture, you know, but like the personal branding side, explaining the challenges, showing our challenges of growing an agency, like really like the website should be the vlog, should show us like building an agency, showing how to build a company, because then these people end up becoming more successful because of that value we've brought them here to the point where they get to right here, and then they're like, all right, now I'm gonna hire this agency. Now I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna have this agency help us get to the next level, because now I have the money to invest. What up, vlog? Busy morning so far. I have one meeting this afternoon that we are unable to record, and then I'm coming back here and I'm actually just busting out a lot of account management work. That stuff's not too exciting, so I'm gonna spare you the time lapse on that today. And we'll see you next time. Bye.